Shalom, my friends. I'm here in Nir Oz. This is a town just 1 mile away from the Gaza Strip. It had the most terrorists who entered on October 7th and took over this entire town. 1 in 4 people here were either killed or kidnapped. This house behind me, you see, was completely burned with people inside. They had 5 family members that were kidnapped. Many of them still there. There are still 48 innocent people who were kidnapped from Israel on October 7th, almost 2 years ago, who are still being held right over the border, just a mile away by Hamas terrorists. And so I came here. The fellowship has been here for the past 2 years with the families of the hostages, rebuilding these communities. We're rebuilding the kindergartens so that the people can come back. But I came here today in order to plant these flags. Behind me you see 1,200 miniature Israeli flags that are planted here in Nir Oz. And these flags, 1,200 miniature Israeli flags, are also planted at over 1,200 churches, synagogues, and universities in every single state across America. We have the Christian community who has stood up to say the evil. They hate Israel, but they also hate America. They hate the Jews, but they also hate the Christians. And they burn the Israeli flags. They also burn the American flags. And Christians will plant the flags. The evil burns the flags, and those who sanctify life plant them. There are Jews across the world right now who are very scared to wear a Star of David, who are very scared to wave an Israeli flag. And across America and Canada, there are 1.2 million Israeli flags that are waving outside of church grounds of Christians who are saying, Hine anochi b'tzarchem. I am with you in your hard times. I am with you in your despair. And so we planted these flags here. And keep your eyes out. Maybe at your church, you're going to be planting these flags. It's a project called Flags of Fellowship, and it's only grown. Last year, the fellowship started this project. We hoped to get 50 churches signed up. We got 250 churches signed up the first year. This year, our goal was to have 500 churches signed up. There's 1,200 churches signed up. This is the hope. Within the darkness, there's light. And that's our answer. Because the story of Israel isn't a political story. It's a story of God. It's the story of God's word still unfolding. God's word still true. God's promises that are coming to fruition. From the Jewish people coming home, to these dry bones coming to life, to the promise of Genesis 12:3, that he blesses those who stand with Israel. So to all of you who are taking part in Flags of Fellowship, whether it's planting a flag in your own backyard, whether it's your church or your synagogue or your university, you can find out more at www.ifcj.org, and you can join the more than 1.2 million flags at over 1,000 churches that will be waving this October 7th in solidarity. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good and how pleasant it is when brethren dwell together in peace. Shalom.